I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch network. The Trump campaign has been hit with a subpoena by Smartmatic in connection with Smartmatic's defamation case against Fox, which is currently pending in New York State Court following Dominion's $787.5 million settlement with Fox. The judge in the Smartmatic case in New York recently issued an order expanding the scope of discovery, permissible discovery, by Smartmatic based on a previous order which had limited it. But based on all of the findings in the Dominion case, Judge David B. Cohen said that Smartmatic is entitled to more discovery, more witnesses from Fox, focusing on the motivations of Fox, the financial motives, expanding the scope of time for permissible evidence. And so Smartmatic is focused on all of that in discovery, but now is definitely getting more aggressive with this subpoena of the Trump campaign from 2020 of all of these documents. Here, let's pull up this subpoena that was just issued by Smartmatic. Let's analyze it, take a look what type of documents they are requesting. So you see here, Smartmatic USA Corp. and International versus Fox Corporation, Fox News Networks, Lou Dobbs, Maria Bartiromo, Janine Pirro, and Rudolph Giuliani. It's in the Supreme Court of the state of New York, which is their trial court. The Supreme Court's their lower court there. That's where trials are held. Please take notice that plaintiff Smartmatic USA Corp. And all the Smartmatic entities caused the included subpoena ducis tecum to be served upon non-party Donald J. Trump for President, Inc. That's a subpoena for documents. At a later time, they could potentially ask for a deposition, but for now, a subpoena ducis tecum, a document-based subpoena. Let's take a look at the documents that they are requesting. One, documents and communications with Fox News and or Fox Corp concerning Smartmatic. So they're asking for communications between Trump campaign, and Fox News and Fox Corp. Two, documents and communications with Fox News and or Fox Corp concerning Dominion. Documents and communications with Fox News and or Fox Corp concerning ES&S. Documents and communications with Fox News and or Fox Corp concerning allegations of election fraud relating to voting technology or machines in the 2020 presidential election. 5. Documents and communications concerning any appearance or contemplated appearance by Sidney Powell on Fox News. In other words, what was the role of putting this person who was continuously defaming Smartmatic and Dominion on Fox, and how involved was the Trump campaign in that? Documents and communications concerning any appearance or contemplated appearance by Giuliani on Fox. Same thing. Documents and communications concerning any appearance or contemplated appearance by you, the Trump campaign, on Fox News, related in any way to Smartmatic, Dominion, and or allegations of election fraud relating to voting technology or machines in the 2020 presidential election. Remember this? I'll show you this video clip right now. I'm going to read you some of these other requests, but this was from the Maria Bartiromo show. This comes from Abby Grossberg's lawsuit against Fox, where she got a lot of these pre-interviews that when she was working at the Bartiromo show. These were recorded before the guests would go on the live show. But here's an example of like a Trump campaign official basically telling Bartiromo that they don't really got a lot of evidence, but let's just focus on January 6th. Here, play this clip.
We've seen so much reporting, whether it be December 8th or December 14th, and we've seen virtually zero pickup of the January 6th date. So realizing that a lot of folks, who probably have normal lives, haven't gone through and looked at the case of Hawaii in 1960 and how that went all the way to January 6th and such. That's the whole reason why I wanted to chat with you too, just to understand where the real backstops are here.
The January 6th date, I'm pulling up our timeline. We do have it. That's House and Senate count the electoral votes, correct?
Right. And if both sets of electors are set up, that would be the moment when the vice president, who's the president of the Senate, would have to decide which slate of electors to go with.
So it's that kind of stuff that Smartmatic is focused on, because these Trump campaign officials would go on the Bartiromo show, would go on Tucker, would go on all of these shows, and knowingly they would tell the hosts that they were going to go on and lie, and then they would go on and lie, and they would be platformed on these channels. Goes on to say, communications with Giuliani or any of Giuliani's affiliates and associates, including Christiane Allen, Bernard Kerik, Joanne Zafanti, and Marie Cretella, concerning Smartmatic, Dominion, or allegations of election fraud relating to voting technology or machines in the 2020 presidential election. 9, communications with Sidney Powell concerning Smartmatic, Dominion, or allegations of election fraud relating to voting technology or machines in the 2020 presidential election. 10, communications with Trump campaign affiliates concerning Smartmatic, Dominion, or allegations of election fraud relating to the voting technology or machines in the 2020 presidential election. Any retainer agreements or other contracts between you and Giuliani. Any retainer agreements or other contracts between you and Sidney Powell. Why do I think they're asking those questions? I think they may be thinking about potentially filing a defamation case against Donald Trump there, and seeing those specific links. And obviously, with Donald Trump being found liable in the E. Jean Carroll defamation case, and Donald Trump being a complete coward, like leaving the country, fleeing the country during trial, I think that any kind of Teflon Don appearance has been totally crushed. It should have been crushed before, but totally crushed. And I think Smartmatic is actually thinking about potentially suing Donald Trump, and that those requests they're not fully committed yet, but those requests, I think, are exploring that. Documents and communications concerning any relationship between Fox News, Fox Corp, and you, whether formal or informal, compensated or uncompensated. You see, that's where they're going with that. Documents sufficient to show your corporate structure. Documents and communications produced by you pursuant to any subpoena issued by or related to the United States House of Representatives Select Committee to investigate the January 6th attack. And 16, documents produced by you or obtained by you pursuant to any subpoenas in, and it's the various cases that Trump is involved in relating to the January 6th insurrection. But, you know, on the one hand, you may say, okay, well, those are just document requests, Ben. But, you know, to me as a lawyer, where I think these requests are going is they're actually telling a story to me, especially the corporate structure. And they're really focused on whether or not to bring a lawsuit against Trump, the Trump campaign, and bringing those individuals into this lawsuit is I think a big focus of these requests. So we'll keep you updated. But after Trump lost the defamation case to E. Jean Carroll, lost on all of the essential claims in that case, a jury awarded E. Jean Carroll $5 million. Looks like Smartmatic may be gearing up as well to potentially bring a defamation claim against Trump, perhaps bringing him into this case as a Doe defendant as they get more information from the discovery, but at the very least, forcing Donald Trump to provide all this information and showing the links with Fox. So things are heating up there, folks, on Smartmatic. So if Fox thought that they were getting out of the fire, if you will, in the Dominion case, I mean, they got to deal with Smartmatic, which is asking for even more money than Dominion. We'll keep you posted, of course, here on the MeidasTouch Network. I'm Ben Meiselas. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 1.5 million subscribers here, thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch, patreon.com/MeidasTouch, and wherever you get audio podcasts, subscribe to the MeidasTouch podcast. Thank y'all so much for watching. Hit subscribe on YouTube. It is free.
Hey, Meidas Mighty. Love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.